Yo, what's going on everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're here discussing the Mujina Bandits arc because it is right around the corner now in the anime. Has that sunk into you guys yet? Because I'm not too sure if it has yet for me. Either way, I wanted to sit down with you guys and have a little discussion about what we're excited for going into this arc. But before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video if you're as hyped as I am to finally see the BORUTO manga animated in the anime. Also, little birdie tells me that the anime reviews may be coming back once the arc starts. Also, quickly before we get into the list, honourable mention to all the new scenes that they're going to be adding. I didn't want to put them on the three things I'm most excited for and most hyped for, because really, you never really know what to expect. They could be great, but I suppose you could say I'm less excited for them, more a little bit reserved and intrigued to see what they have to offer. So anyway, the three things I'm most excited for jumping into the Mujina Bandits arc, let's go. Number 3, the Sasuke interrogation scene. I like Sasuke, it's no secret, he's probably my favourite character in all of Naruto. And this interrogation scene in the manga is good, like really good for some reason. I don't know what it is for me. I think it's because it's sort of the closest we've ever really got to the old Sasuke since we've got the new Sasuke. He uses his connections to his dark past and the connections he has to the criminal underworld to sort of strike fear into Shijoji. Not only does this scene make Sasuke look badass, but it's also pretty dark too. What I would like to see potentially changed or expanded upon, I suppose, is maybe Shijoji putting up a bit more of a fight, and maybe Sasuke actually using more fear to get information out of Shijoji rather than Sasuke just sort of walking in there and walking back out. Like, picture this, sit back and picture this for a second. Shijoji is being interrogated as normal by normal Leaf Jonin. He's being quite stuck up, he's refusing to answer, he's raging around the place, he's resisting everything, zero answers whatsoever. And then the door opens and you see Sasuke's foot walking and you see Sasuke's cape, and then the camera focuses on Shijoji as his face drops with fear. He freezes and then we see Sasuke walk in. Sasuke tries to talk about him, Shijoji sort of puts on a big guy act and refuses to answer his questions, and then Sasuke draws his blade, puts the blade up to his neck, activates his Sharingan, and you just see Shijoji dripping with sweat in fear until he's forced into answering Sasuke's questions truthfully. Like, I understand I'm asking for a lot there, and I don't expect the scene to be expanded upon into that direction at all, really. It's just sort of a hope, and regardless, I'm still excited to see this scene animated because I don't know what it is about it. I remember I put it on my Twitter years ago that I couldn't wait to see it animated, and it's only really sunk in now that literally in a matter of a month or two, I'm going to be seeing it. Number 2, and that has to be Kara's introduction. Now, I'm sure that this scene is probably at the top of most Boruto fans' list. I mean, it's sort of where the story properly begins. The main story of Boruto sort of spirals on from here right at the end of this arc. We could be getting our first ever look at what these guys look like in the anime. We could potentially hear some voices and also some original soundtracks to go along with them. But, and now, as always, Mr. Skeptical has to come in and interrupt. We may only get a little snippet of this scene actually animated. Now, if, and this is a absolutely gigantic if, they decide not to pause after the Mujina Bandits arc and they continue animating the manga from then on continuously, that's not a problem. But if they do go back to the filler, like they probably will, then this scene may just get saved for another day. Either this arc could end with us not seeing any of the Kara, or just a still frame of Kara right at the very end, or we could get the full Kara meeting. And let's be honest, that's what we all want. Honestly, it's all ifs and buts really when it comes down to this scene, because it's such an in-between point between two different arcs, and it's such a perfect point for them to break off before they jump in and do the rest of the manga if they then want to expand on some more anime original episodes. It wouldn't surprise me if they did cut this scene and then have it as the beginning scene for the next arc next year, or whenever it is they decide to animate that. I honestly don't know. I do, fingers crossed, hope we do get to see it. But let me know in the comment section down below how you think they're going to handle this scene and how much of it, if any, we're actually going to see. And number one has to be the final fight. This is by far the thing I'm most excited for a number of reasons. Number one, and this doesn't necessarily mean anything really going into the anime, but in my personal opinion, this final fight in the Mujina Bandits arc is the most visually appealing fight in the entire manga. Whether it be from choreography to iconic moments that carry on throughout the series, this arc has its fair share of them. And one thing I will credit Studio Period with is how well they've animated some of the big fights so far in the anime. Whether it be the fights in the Jugo arc, the fights in the Mitsuki arc, obviously the Momoshiki fight, the Urashiki fight, they're just a plethora of fights I can pick out from the top of my head that have looked, for the lack of a better word, absolutely stunning in the anime. And so with this being an important manga fight, for the story, I'm expecting them to go all out. On top of great animation, we also have some great moments, such as, in my opinion anyway, is the first time Boruto really truly does look like a hero when he steps out to save Tento at the beginning of the fight versus Shojoji. We also get what we've all been waiting for, our first look at Karma activating. Like, we're finally going to hear the sound effect that we hear in episode 1 all these years later. It's been like, what, 3, maybe 4 years, and we're finally going to see it again. Overall, this fight, and to be honest more so the entire arc, could be a really positive experience for the fan base. A really new experience, one that we've not experienced really at all. Because I feel like this is the first proper manga adaptation we've actually had in the anime, because yes, we had the movie arc, but at the end of the day, that's the movie arc. We'd all seen that animated somewhere before. There's going to be new people, new voices, new themes. Overall, I can't wait. We've waited so long and gone through so much that, to be honest, me, you, everybody, the entire fan base deserves a brilliant adaptation of the series that we love. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, leave a like on the video if you're excited for this arc in the anime. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think we're going to be seeing and what you're most excited to see in this arc. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. Like I said, weekly reviews of the anime should be returning with the Mujina Bandits arc. Oh boy, I can't wait. I'll be seeing you guys in another video very soon. But until then, as always, peace.